There is a light that is always shining. We spend our lives not knowing how we turn from this light. Because this light is radiating an unbearable force of love, we avoid it and we look for lesser things to relieve our suffering, to solve our problems, to give us comfort. But you are no different than the Buddha beneath the Bodhi tree or Christ on the cross. We are that one who needs to understand that the light is always shining, but the pain we feel and the suffering of our lives and the mental derangement, the thoughts that drive us wild, that cause us to act out, are the clouds that block that light. If we could just be still and understand that silence is the best medicine, like the Buddha, just be no matter what may come, or like Christ, just hang suspended and give your suffering to God. Then we would know the origin of that light that always is, that will always be. That eternal light that blinds the fearful human from its own divinity. If we could just stop the insanity of our lives, and what drives that insanity are our ways of avoiding the simple truth. That let it be, give it to God, surrender to a higher power, ignore your thoughts. Because thoughts become things, and we are the creators of our existence. We are the reason we are back in this circle of suffering of the human third dimensional life with so many limitations and yet the greatest opportunity. That we can choose how we spend our time and where we put our energy. That we can lift ourselves by the grace of that light to merge with that light. During a spiritual awakening, our problems seem to become magnified. Because when the kundalini energy awakens, it first must break through knot number 1 at the root chakra. And it unleashes all the darkness of the unconscious, the subconscious. It magnifies all of our hang-ups that have always been there, but we may not have known. And it just moves around and moves around. And we're thrown like when a wave crashes and you're going in all directions and you can't come up for air. And everything we grasp for only makes it more painful, more hopeless feeling. Because the grasping is the magnifying. We must let go and become like the Buddha or like Jesus Christ. We must learn to surrender. And the only way we can learn to surrender or understand what surrender is, it is simply to give the space between our awareness of who we actually are and our thoughts. Our thoughts that cause us to feel things that keep us in that loop of the impermanent personality, feeding it, diving deep into its ruts and becoming stuck once again. Because then we have to move to the knot in the heart. And when that knot opens, we begin to feel the entire world. We begin to stop feeling our own pain, but feel the pain. And in order for that knot to be successfully opened, we need to break the knot of the third eye so that we can have the equanimity to have an open heart, to feel, when I say the pain, I mean the angst of human existence, that we don't know who we are. And if we did, we wouldn't be running, searching for the things of this world as if there was some solution to be found by that, or them, or him, or her, or it. There is never going to be an answer on the outside, and yet we have these senses to connect us to the outside. And that is the game and the lesson and the test of becoming a human, of being a human. And that test of faith is that the other sensory ways of knowing are deeper. The third eye, the inner hearing, the intuition. These are what we can learn to depend upon. These are what we can take with us. But these eyes, these ears, the things these hands want to touch, it all goes when the body goes. Because we are not the body, but we have the blessings of the body to work through the energetic blocks in whatever energy that we are, as a little speck of God's light, of the ultimate great one, that we can refine and keep moving and moving and moving and advancing into higher dimensions of reality. We are buying into the illusions of time and space. We are buying into the illusion of our problems and our sufferings and our failings and our financial status and our age and our circumstances. But all of those things are gifts specifically for you and for me individually, to allow us to learn whatever we came to learn and to advance and to refine ourselves, not to beat our head against the wall if something isn't working. We back away. We stop arguing. We go within and we tune in to the light that is always there. The light that is always there. The light that we are. The light that cannot be diminished. The light that can never be stopped or destroyed. The light that will grow brighter and brighter with every tiny little step you take toward it. You know, they say, for every step you take in your spiritual growth, your enemies grow 10 feet. And who are those enemies? They're all the things I spoke of. All those demons aren't on the outside, they're inside of us. All the things about ourselves we've disowned, everything we run from, all of our habits, all of our ruts, they become magnified. So if things are getting worse for you, it's because they're probably going to get better. But the choice is yours on when you will take the step to turn inward and use those challenges as fuel to add to the fire of your divine awakening. Because that is why we are all here on planet Earth. It's not to feed our limited selves and compete and get revenge and become jealous and be desperate and be hurt and be defeated. Those things happen, those things are painful, but that's not why we're here unless we learn to use those things to understand. Those are actually steps on the ladder toward our own divinity. When we use them with wisdom, when we use them to turn within and grow more humble and understand the test of faith is the test we all must pass to enter the gate of the Lord of our heart and merge with that one thing only that will ever bring us peace, and that is God, whatever God may be to you. That is Krishna. That is Om Namah Shivaya. That is the presence. Of love. The saying, be still and know that I am God. The saying, when your eye is single, your whole body shall be filled with light. The saying, become like a child. Trust. Be still. Stop the struggle for things that don't matter. And may you have peace now, right now. Not tomorrow, not next month, but right now. That is the answer for every problem.